This is Al Jazeera, and these are the stories making headlines. The Greek Prime Minister has backed away from plans to hold a bailout referendum in the face of growing international pressure and opposition within his own party. George Papandreou faces a vote of confidence in the Parliament on Friday. But as Jonah Hull reports from Athens, the decision to scrap the bailout may have saved him.
Or it suddenly becomes conceivable now, where it simply wasn't only a couple of hours ago, that George Papandreou could survive beyond Friday, his government still intact, still as the Prime Minister, that Greece could have its new bailout passed through Parliament very quickly indeed. It could have the money released, the sixth tranche of current bailout money that it desperately needs to avoid going bust, and indeed the entire grand Euro project to save this region hammered out in Brussels last week could itself now be back on track.
Meanwhile, French President Nicolas Sarkozy says Europe will not interfere in Greek politics. Speaking at the G20 meeting in Cannes, Sarkozy said the euro must be defended and that its destruction will be the end of the EU. Protests in Syria have been met with force despite an agreement with the Arab League to end nearly 8 months of violence. Tanks reportedly fired on people in Homs as protesters took to the streets. At least 19 people were killed. You can find the latest on all those stories and more at aljazeera.com.